The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. We have already started here.
With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And the shot! Caught offside that time. Front-footed pressing going on here. Frimpong.
Great ball if he can get there.
Real chance! And we have our very first corner. Good read, needed to be. And now they can spring out of defence. Martin Caceres, Jim. Precious little doubt about what his outstanding qualities are.
Aggression and tenacity, Peter, but there is another side to his game as well. He's got a certain confidence on the ball and he can pick a really telling pass too. That's vital if you're looking to play a patient possession-based game.
Caceres, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance! It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Serbia finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Aims beyond the defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And this is Roberto Baggio. There's the shot! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really...
Oh, what has happened here? That's a sharp pass. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Alvarez is onto it in a flash. And here's Batistuta, driving through the mid. Batistuta! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
And it's Davids.
Seedorf. Alvarez. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
That is good alertness. Tries to pass it through. Pelé. Now it's Alvarez. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Thuram calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Big chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, that looks a decent ball. Thuram picks it up out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping.
It's a mighty effort! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That had Shevchenko! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He can get that clear. And back to the keeper they go. And it's Pirlo. Great vision. Baresi makes the interception. Bale chasing after it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Can he get on the end of this? That's the keeper's ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pinches it off him. Looking for options for movement. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Now it's Roberto Baggio. That's an excellent interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front!
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Raul might just make this. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Can he finish?
They want to be quick to recover this.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
And he's straight offside. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And the ball's come loose here.
Great defending, strong and determined. Koeman.
2 added minutes has been
The most accurate
indicated.
pass. Now it's Alvarez. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Rijkaard did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
And the shot!
And it's hoisted clear. Shevchenko. And that interception. And the first 45 minutes are up. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
And we come to you now.
It is
with
quite
quick
a game,
request for
breathless
support
and
for our
laced with
challenge
excitement.
Chance in
Well, I think the
football.
message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Great chance!
Now, who's going to be first to this? Seedorf. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he thumps it clear. That's a throw. Maldini. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Raul wins the duel this time. Raul was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And it's Chiellini. Alvarez. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Alvarez looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Davids is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And this is Bale. It's Bale! Oh, split-second reaction.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. Beckenbauer with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to play it through. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Seedorf, and here's Alvarez. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And a chance!
Oh, it's come off the upright.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Alvarez.
Alvarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Alvarez. Raul knocks it into space. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. He's one on Shevchenko! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
We have got
Chiellini.
changes here from both sides, in
3,
fact. So the lead now is 2.
Number 15.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about it.
And it's been played through. And this is Bergkamp.
Number 23.
Bergkamp unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Owen. Substitution.
Threads one in. He's through here. Oh, that's fabulous. Cleared away. It'll be a throw-in. Shot contains a shot! It's in! We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, super ball! Header! Oh, that could cost them.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Looking for the run. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Looking to play him in. Look at this. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, what a ball! He's found a way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 4 extra minutes. That's at the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
A seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect? Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, it's Seedorf. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And this is Pele. Adams wins the duel this time. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Baggio is behind this one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. This looks promising. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner.
Terrific header!
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Pele is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Kirkchu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Olise. Played back into the centre. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. That has been cut short. Kirkchu. Now it's Danny Olmo. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Nicely weighted ball. Baggio gets into a good position. Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Pedri! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Drogba, and he's intervened well there. Now it's Pele. Pele ploughing. Pele!
And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Drogba. Knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Tries to play it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Olmo. Thuram. Pedri. Roberto Baggio. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Tonali, searching pass he's played there. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Thuram. Pedri. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Half-time getting close now. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not... Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Dealing with the pressure. That is some save from De Gea. And this is Drogba. And it's Tonali. Good read, needed to be. Neatly clipped into space. And that should get the job done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's the keeper's ball. Pedri. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Driving forward. Kukçu. Drogba receives it in a good position here. And the half-time whistle goes. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals. It's Drogba! That had everyone off their seats.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Great vision. Good ball, good take. And he's straight offside. And smartly reclaimed. Kukçu. That's good play. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he shoots! Has a look and plays it forward. And he's in on goal. Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rijkaard. And it's Kukçu. Tonali. Looking for the run.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Pedri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Now it's Lee Kang-in. And it's Seedorf. Bastoni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Olise. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's superb. And here's Olise. He's a shot. Great chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Turan. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Roberto Baggio. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
And the finish!
Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Olise. Olise. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. And he was alert to it.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Olise. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Now, power or placement.
And that's one back!
Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. This is threatening to become a really good game. Oh, terrible pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Messi. There won't be another chance after this one. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through, showing good feet. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Seedorf picks it up out wide. Ah, such a clever touch.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Messi. Rijkaard with the foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And this is Pele! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Neymar. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
It's an honour, Peter, to be in the presence of Roberto Baggio.
Well, there've been a few pretenders down the years, but Roberto Baggio! The sheer brilliance of Roberto Baggio!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Pedri. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Pele. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Tonali puts his foot on the gas. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Alvarez gets into a good position. No, not quite on the same wavelength. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And no, that was never going to make it. Threads one in. He's found some space. And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's a pretty loose pass. That's a cute ball. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. Can he get it? Shot, surely! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Syria grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Shapes to shoot! They've done it! And they've got their lead back.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Surlot. Great chance! In for the pieces! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Now it's Neymar, pinches it off him. Pedri. Alvarez.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, cracking ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Baggio is behind this one. Roberto Baggio! And what a be quick to recover. And again! Another big chance that gets away.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's Bebeto. And this is Pele. Davis. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. So the last big chance, perhaps, before half-time.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence.
Roberto Baggio! Baggio! Oh, my word, that's fabulous! Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Syria finding their passes. Pedri. And it's Bebeto. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Syria have got it back, and they'll have another go. Looking for the run. He has a look up. And the shot! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today. Substitution in progress.
Second period then underway. Turan. Roberto Baggio. Bebeto. There's a sharp little ball here. And he's in on goal. Tonali. No way through. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. It's Bebeto. Alvarez.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Seedorf.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pedri. Roberto Baggio. De Gea claims comfortably. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Alvarez. Pedri. And this is Bebeto. And Bebeto! Good strike, quite an alarm. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. And here's Baggio. Now, can they get him away? Pedri. Neymar. And it's Seedorf. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Alvarez. He's in a great position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Knocks it out wide. Seedorf. Solot, looking understandably energised after his goal. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Solot. Solot. He's got away. Koundé's cross. And he's intervened well there. Knocks it into space. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that is a little undercooked. Frimpong. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, that's well spotted. Alvarez is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed.
It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Substitutions taking place.
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. That is some save from De Gea. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Substitution on the field. Number 40.
So, time for changes
Alphonso
on both sides,
Davies.
actually.
Number 30, Frimpong. Number 26, Davids.
Syria have the chance to go the other way.
Number 7, Maldini.
And this is
Number
Bebeto.
4,
And he's been
Chiellini.
shifted off it.
Number 41.
Short changes him with that pass.
Substitution.
Pedri. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That has not gone well. Tries to play it through, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Bebeto. Neymar. Scamacca. And he's picked out the run. And he's on his way! Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Nistelrooy! He's got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Syria take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's an excellent interception. And he's there to belt it away. Chiellini.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Good read, needed to be. Taken back almost at once. And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
Pass somewhat off target. Roberto Baggio! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Good ball, good take. Oh, this is a great position. Turns and goes back. Oh, important interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. He slings, chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. That's going to go a long way. Pedri. Oh, good read.
That was well played.
well stopped.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's a sharp pass. Can he get on the end of this? Thuram cuts out the pass. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The major moment in the game. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. This is their second corner of the game. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And that could set him on his way. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to pass it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, nice touch. Oh, well played. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Engages and forces him off the ball. Chiellini, here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He is just caressing the ball. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chooses to go back.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chiellini cuts it out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ambitious ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. That could spell trouble. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And this is a great chance! It's bounced back off the post. Pedri. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Del Piero.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bullet dominates aerially so often.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Davis. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. Good read, needed to be. To Thuram.
2 added
Knocks it
minutes
into
have been
space.
indicated.
Big chance! Pele takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This possibly the last play of the half. And he's picked it up out wide. Now that's well seen too. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
And if
It's
you
just
do
been
have a
exhilarating,
chance today,
Peter,
please
and
take some
leaving
time out
everyone
to give
wishing
your
for
support to
a
our
little
Better
bit more,
Stadium
but
Fund.
you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Well timed, excellent interception. Pele. Davis.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He's looking wide. Nicely weighted ball. He's onside! Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Pele, and this is Pele.
And it's Pedri. Best. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's intervened well there. Pirlo. Mateus takes control of it and he's on the move. Bullet driving.
Oh, shooting chance!
And he nearly went all the way.
Bullet can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And the finish!
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bullet. Pirlo. Now it's Alvarez. And that's gone loose. Driving on and making good progress. A heavy challenge. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, that's fabulous. Fires it in low. Time and again they are repelled. Good running, strong and purposeful, and that's played in low.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 4.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Coming on the field.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cantona. Number 9, Roberto Carlos.
Pull it. Pirlo, looking for options for movement.
There's the header! And yes, it's there!
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Alvarez. Oh, sweet feet. Threads one in. Well, that's a dangerous
Chance for a shot!
and that would have won it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And that has been cleared.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's a promising position. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that is as far as they're going to go. I think we're just about done here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Davids. Pedri. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Davis is there to clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Out to the left it goes.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous.
Applies the finish!
And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome
all
to
the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, an oozer of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
That's a cute ball. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. Fired deep towards the back post. And now they can spring out of defence. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Neymar. Decent progress down the left. Seedorf. Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Frimpong. And it's Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. He is just caressing the ball. And this is Beckham. Played in deep. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Koller wins the duel this time.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Alvarez. And this is Pele. Beckham is always looking to play quality balls. Yamal. There's the... He rises! They've scored! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's Neymar. That looks a good ball through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off.
It's Neymar! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he has shown him a yellow card. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Lexington clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Back into the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Alvarez. And he tries a shot! Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He came in hard, very hard. Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cleared without complication. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Neymar. Vitinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross, big header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Not the most accurate pass. Tries to thread one through. Looking for a corner. Corner number 3 coming up.
There will be 1 minute at a
Oh,
time.
that's delightful. Beckham produces a cross. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Beckham. Beckham finds himself offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Neymar picks it up out wide. Yamal, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking for the run. Nicely weighted ball. Looking to play him in. Can he latch on to this?
And the finish! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets.
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Goes for a shot!
Beckham gets good distance on it. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Ball driven towards...
Oh, smashing header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting!
And the lead is extended still further. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And yes, it's him again. Neymar! And he should have made it 4.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Good take, and is he... Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Davids. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish? Goal!
Engages and forces him off the ball. Zanetti deals with that comfortably.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Good ball, good take.
And the shot!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Played out towards the right wing. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that.
He's tried one!
Pedri. Seedorf. Turns back here, probably the best option. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's found a way through.
It's Neymar! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He's looking wide. Can he get it through? Hoist it in.
Beckham!
Now, how often do you see that?
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Beckham. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Out of play for a throw. Frimpong was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He won't be happy with that one. Now, this could be a chance.
He's got tall. Oh, crossbar!
And that should get the job done. Pedri receives it in a good position.
Pedri!
No, he couldn't get hold of it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Neymar. That is lovely. He's on it, can he get away? And he gets big! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. He's found some space. Edmilson has a look and plays it forward. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were...